This book of Gerard Pape is going to be published in France in next March. Nevertheless, the book is bilingual, English and French. Of course, Pape's theoretical writings on music are the very core of the book. Some of the main topics of these writings: sound, that is, sound-based music, sound transformation, time, timbre, space, music theater. These texts are highly stimulating and therefore very recommendable. In the first part of the book, you will find an introduction, that is, a portrait of the composer Gerard Pape, written by myself. Then there is a quite long conversation between the composer and myself, in which Pape tells us very interesting things about his biographical and artistic path, his encounters with other composers, his literary and philosophical orientations, his ideas on music, his visions. Then, after the second main part with Pape's writings, the book is concluded with some other musicological contributions on Pape's music written by Lissa, Meridan and myself. I hope you will enjoy the book. The mouth of some human beings is too small for satiating their hunger for life. Practicing art is a method for widening the mouth in order to take bigger bites of life. According to Artaud, cruelty is a hunger for life. A central composition of Gerard Pape is called Le Fleuve du Désir, the River of Desire, a very representative title for his entire artistic work. Pape composes driven by a furious and irresistible need. One could say he composes his desire. Pape's river of desire is torrential, excessive, almost uncontainable. Aware of his too much, which is in himself and that is life itself, Pape tries to cool it down, giving it sonic expression through calculations transcribed into musical notation by the creation of out-of-time architectural structures. The writings collected in the present volume are the testimony of Pape's attempts and methods to contain this river, in order to shape and channel it, to give form to its fury, to avoid that it overflows too often and too much. The reading of Pape's texts reveals us the intransigent technical compositional research on which his music is based, and the sources of his inspiration, that is, his versatile interests ranging from poetry to mathematics, from theatre to natural sciences and philosophy. In this context, I would like to mention also Pape's lively interest for morphogenesis, that is, the transformational principles and processes at the base of form genesis, which can be found at various levels of reality, and which can be a great source of inspiration for creating new musical forms. Pape considers the studies of morphogenesis as the accomplishment of the science of general morphology that Xenakis wished for. As you can see, Pape's approach to composition is eminently transdisciplinary. Pape's river of desire is so enormous that it strives for no less than composing with the wall. Frantic agitation, animalistic unruhe, ebbs and flows, regurgitations, sucking whirlpools, heady vortices, ascensions, sudden collapses, frictions, blows, nervous bubbles, relentless cascades, unforeseen trajectories, high temperatures, chaotic movements, explosions. Pape's music springs from an enormous nervous contraction, from a crazy disorientation of the spirit, from a hunger. Many works of Pape have something of that convulsive beauty about which Breton, Aragon, and other surrealists spoke towards the end of the 20s. Do you remember the photographs of the hysterical Augustine at the Hôpital de la Salpêtrière? All is in constant motion, and it never stops. It's not by chance that Pape is deeply interested in continuous timbre transformation, in working with the sound continuum. In order to depict this multidimensional and ceaseless flow that is life itself, seen as an impossible but necessary harmonization of contradictions. The battle of life against life for the sake of life.